Good morning. Lots of you beat me here, huh? Lots beat me here. All right. I am excited about today because we're going to start something new, and it's a lot bigger than I thought when I first announced it last week. So, what's in the cup, guys? Deb knows. Deb knows. You want a spot on the bracket board? Go ahead in the comments and try and guess what's in my coffee cup, and it's nice and hot. This pillow is moved. Weird. Gotta change it. All right. All right. I have my goodies all around in front of me. Okay. So this Hatfield, no, Hayfield yarn. Okay, so this is how much left from last week's hat. Let the froggy let go of that. So this was the February yarn, and it was a bulky 5, and this is all I have left from my skein. This is the skein you'll win if you enter in, and you're the winner. And it's all about Outlander this month, I guess, because I am hyped up for it. So that this month we're having a I'm laughing because this is a stitch marker I made. Oh, shoot. There goes the frog. Nope, there goes the yarn. Dragonfly. Stitch marker. Yes. And the frogging is the reason that yarn fell off of there. Because he normally holds it up. There he goes. There we go. Okay, so I finished my hat. You'd be proud of me. And it was the Bago Day 529. And look how that yarn worked up. Yeah, those puff stitches stand right out. Yeah. Now, I did put a pom-pom on, and it stands right up there. I knew it would on the 5. I knew it would work out good. Now, when you get down to the last couple rows of this, she doesn't have you decrease. And because it's bulky, it's going to pull it in, and it's going to bunch up. So if you do this hat, my suggestion is do 2 rows of decreasing before you cinch the top, because yeah, it will be a little bit smaller for you to cinch. And oh my gosh, I just love this. Love it. And it does fit me, and it's going to be for those really cold days, just like the last Friday, I guess, is the kind of hat. Looks like I blinked out there just for a second. Wow. Okay, well. If you did the hat, great. If you didn't, you can enter any hat into the February hats and more hats. And this one you can enter. I hope it doesn't continue. I hope not. Okay. All right. Yeah, I know. Sometimes we have to have issues like that, right? Uh-oh. Cheers doesn't feel good. Oh. All right. So one other thing we talked about last week was starting to use your scraps and do a Navajo scrap blanket. And I have to say, I worked on mine this week. So I did, let's see, I did right around that pink section right there, all the way through my Christmas maroon there, and some more. Oh, that's right. The gray is my main color. So I put in a row of the main color, but I did every row different for the last 5. And sometimes back here, I didn't do that. I did like 2 or 3 rows together. So yeah, look at that. I actually put an inch on it, I think. So all of you that are starting this, I hope that you're enjoying it. As soon as you get into the pattern part, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. And you reach in the bag and pull out whatever color, right? That is fun. So if you haven't started one, I posted a year-long post for you to put your progress photos in. And what else? Oh, I put the pattern right in the post. Yeah, so Joanne, you are good. Joanne can figure out the coffee. Like she has ESP, I think. So Joanne, she has a spot on the bracket board, I believe. Yes. So what would you like to do today, Joanne? Would you like to give that out to someone else again? I got to turn the fan on. It just gets so warm in here because I shut the door. And it's a yarn room. So, you know, that's the way it goes, I guess. All right. Is that going to work? I think it's perfect. It's just on low. Yeah. All right. Oh, Joanne likes coffee too, she said. All right. We'll see what she wants to do today. All right. Today we are going to talk about our new Outlander make-along. Now, last year, I think it was last year, we did 2 or 3 different things with an Outlander theme. This year, I want to use my Outlander yarn. Steve does not have a bracket, but Linda does. Yep, Steve does not. So what should we do? Should we pick a number for him? Or let him pick it himself? Yeah, that's good. It's just right with it's apple pie with hazelnut creamer. It's just right. You're gonna need a J hook this time. We're gonna use a J. I am reading from the pattern. I will be adapting that pattern somewhere along the way. So I'm not giving out the pattern until later on. So if you want to do the pattern with me, then this is what we're going to try and do. We're going to try and do this pattern with some Outlander yarn. So that means you're going to get 3 colors of 4 weight. My skeins ran, I'm going to show you all of them in just a second. I had them out before, so, and last night I had 4 of them out, right? and we were scanning them up. And all right, so before I even show one, I'm going to go ahead and put Steve's name on number 27. There we go. All right, that does not generate anything, so no roll off, so that's good. Okay, let's get into the nitty gritty with this yarn. Okay, so if you have known me, then you know last year I had a monthly subscription from Lolo Did It, and it was the Outlander themed yarn. So I took out 5 colors, laid them out in the kitchen where the light was natural, and 3 of them went really well together. The other 2 were a little bit dark, and Doug said he didn't think that they went with it. So I picked 3 of them and we caked them up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to alter this pattern, I believe, to 3 colors. Now they kind of go like a little light, a little darker. But again, we could use a cream color to offset those and they would blend. So I may pick a 4th color. So don't worry about it today. If you can pick 4 colors out, I will give the pattern out sometime through the make along, and you can just keep going with 4 colors. That work? If you want to do 3 colors, that's fine too. We'll figure it out. So the first color that I picked for color number 1 is the Fraser's Ridge. Fraser's Ridge colorway is a green blend. It has some, it's just green speckles and some gold tones and light green. It's very, very pretty. So this is the one I'm going to start with today. And that's Fraser's Ridge. And that is one of the places that they live. Number 2, the second colorway, and I probably should tell you how much yarn is in these. This is a DK weight, 280 yards. All right, so now we're going to go to, and the pattern calls for a 4. Again, you don't know that because you don't have the pattern. Number 2 is the Cragnadun. Cragnadun was another place where they lived. And this one is a little bit golder. It still has the greens. It's a little bit golder. So you're going to find, now you could do 3 colors of green and each one be different and it's perfect. So you don't have to do what I'm doing. But some of you have these yarns. I know Debbie does. I do believe Frida does. I don't know how many hands have these yarns, but I know some of you do. So the second color will be Cragnadun. And like I said, I'm going to adapt this pattern to fit our needs. So 3 colors will be what I'm looking for. 280 yards each. It should work out. Whatever happens, happens. And that's the fun of making it together. The third color will be Castle Lock. This one is more in the gold tones. So you've gone from pretty much a green into a gold. So those are your 3 faded colors. This pattern is going to be a scarf. It's a cowl. It's a cowl. But it's a long cowl that you can wrap around more than once. It is crocheted with a J hook. And see, again, this is a 3 that is calling for a 4. And I'm thinking I want to use an I hook. But I brought the J out. Anyway, that's your third color. So if everybody is ready to start today, that would be great. But before I do, I want to show you this. And this is one of the ideas I was thinking. Using a fourth color, I could introduce a different yarn. But again, this one is got 100% wool. It's superwash wool. This one only has 50% superwash wool, so it's really, really soft. I don't think that'll work. The colorways look good, but this pattern's just easy enough to be able to adapt certain sections, I think. But when you feel the yarn, you're going to know that this one is softer. I don't think it'll work. So then I found another one. This is a Vitalina from Knit Crate, and it's a green. So it's very similar to this one, but it is not a 3. So I believe this one is, let me see, Tapenade. Superwash, yeah, sport weight. So it's a hair different. This might work. Oh, that's very, yeah. This might work though, but again, you might not have it. So if you want to do 4 skeins of and their choices are 360 yards of each skein, but like I said, I doubt very much that you're going to need that much. We can adapt some things as we go. Anyway, I'm going to stick to 3 because those 3 are the ones I got from Outlander, and I would like to use the ones that I got there. So Fraser's Ridge is my colorway, and that's what we're going to do. Oh, Miss Deb. It calls for 360, but I don't think you use the entire ball. It's just saying, yeah, 300, yeah. It says each ball, 4 colors, 360 each. So, all right. So, Miss Deb, would you like to mark the chat so we can get a new winner in our bracket game today? Yeah, I want to do that right now. And give everybody a little moment to, I'm gonna use whatever my skein has. So that's what I'm doing. And I think I'm gonna do the outside of the skein. So I don't have an eye hook in here, seriously. Let me just real quick chain a couple with it, and let's see. Now, right. Yeah, I'm going to keep the J. Make a long post for this Outlander cowl. And everybody is telling me they want a bracket number or something out of the basket. Yeah, well, if you're already on that board, then you're going, wow, what do I win? And if you're on the board and you have been defeated, then you get a chance to get back on. So, yeah. Now, I don't know how long this is going to take us, but I am planning on running this cowl through March. This is green. February, half of February and March, we're doing green. You can do blue. I want to see all your color choices. I want to see like how you use your stash. Use your stash. Try and find some faded speckled yarn or something that you think would work out where you wrap a cowl and the colors will change, right? I also have this gold one. Remember this gold one? This might work too. I'm going to put the 4 of these out and show Doug what he thinks about this gold one, and maybe that would work too. This was one I got from Jimmy Beans. It's a superwash merino. And I think that one is even lighter. Yeah, it's lighter. I don't know. Probably should just stick to my guns, right? Read the pattern, give you the details, and we'll go from there. But if you have 360 yards, you'll have plenty. But I only have, like I said, 280, and I'm going to make it work. So whatever happens, happens. Starting with my Fraser's Ridge. Okay. All right. So if you have your chat on live chat, usually that works for you to get in between the marks. Miss, yeah, you're right, Lacey. Miss Deb is the one that looks at her screen, and she does a random draw in between the marks. So if you're outside of that mark on her screen, then you may not have gotten in. But put it on live chat and refresh, because you'll have more games throughout the day. I know some of you people are new. Sorry about that. I didn't say that before. First thing we're going to do is we're going to start this pattern with a J hook, and you're probably going to say, what? When you find out what we're going to do. But I want to make sure that everyone has picked out some yarn, and I'm afraid that you have not, because I didn't give out any details till this morning. So I want to kind of let you go and look. Find some yarns. You'll probably all be ripping it out and starting over at the end of this show, but that's okay. That's all right. It's fun. All right, you know what? While you're going and looking, I will show you what I was working on last night. So, do you remember me telling you that a lady ordered a mandala vest? You know, one of those circular vests. Cindy Cantola one. Oh, yes. Okay. I didn't want to miss that. That's right. Frogging is part of the process. 23 she wants. Is that what was gone flying by here? Yes, 23. Okay, Cindy Cantola. All righty. I'm going to go put that number up for Cindy. And what does that do? It generates a roll off. That gives you a second or so to get your yarn out. Yep. Find some yarn to go with this pattern. I'm all over today. That's okay. I'm excited about this because it's an Outlander, right? Let's do the roll off. We have Miss Denise Hoffman and Miss Cindy Catola. Let me have my wheel and we will turn the brightness down because that's the way you like it. So, wheel of names. I'm going to put in Denise and Cindy. And we're going to spin and do that right now because each roll-off you have to do the roll-offs as they come because someone might get kicked out. And if they do, they get the chance to get back in. So that is Denise, right? Yep. That's Denise. And so she continues on. So Cindy, you can play for the rest of the day and try to get back in. Okay. Okay, I'm going to give you a couple more minutes to get some yarn. If you get your yarn and you are ready, then let me know. But, okay, so I was supposed to make a circular vest for a 9-year-old, and her from armpit to armpit is 14 inches. So I am now on the section where you broke for, I broke for the sleeves last night. And I had been showing you that it was the teal and every now and again, I put in a color, a variegated color. So here's where the sleeves came in. And I put the variegated right before that. And I'm working on coming around the corner. So if you put it on a hanger, which I don't have one, I do, but it's not a round one. Yeah, that's not going to work. It's not long enough. I thought I had. Oh, here's one. Just have to look farther, I guess. Is that my outside? Still isn't going to work. It's still not quite big enough to get the turn of the top. So yeah, okay, there we go. So that way it turns and comes around the front and starts getting long enough. So yeah, it's coming along. It's almost done. Now she asked for a matching one for her doll. And what I did was I used the adult one and I used it in the 3 light with an H hook, and it made it smaller. Isn't that a great idea? This is not the same one we used on the live. The one we used on the live was for the toddler size. This is an adult one. It is the Sunburst Mandala one from Lavender Chair, and I did it in 3 light with the H hook. So that's coming out 14 inches on the here. Well, it's probably 15. But that's going to go over another shirt, it's not skin tight. So I'm hoping to work on that throughout Super Bowl tonight. Yeah. All right. So now, who's got their yarn ready? Anybody? Anybody ready? Okay. Oh, what yarns am I using? Michael's Cozy Baby is the color. The label came off of itself. Is the variegated. So this is a 3 light, and it is huge. So I'll be able to make several of these if something happens and it's not going to fit her, right? And the teal colorway was another one. It is Michael's Snuggly Wuggly Loops and Threads. So I thought these went really well together. And it turned out that it is. So, well, two of you are ready, so I'm good. How I ended up ripping that skein like that, because there is no tape, and it's not on the actual seam. That's weird. All right, so we're going to start out with the section number 1, and it says use the A yarn. Well, A and 1 are the one and the same. I'm using my Fraser's Ridge. So my first colorway, I'm going to chain 72 chains. So 72. So I have 72 on there. I'm going to make sure it does not twist. And I'm going to go down and slip stitch to join in the round. Yeah, kind of shocked you, huh? You're like, now wait a second. This isn't big enough to go around my head. Well, don't worry, because it's not going to go around your head that way. We're going to work as a tube. So we're going to have the front of our work be the outside of our tube. So that's what we're going to do. You're going to slip stitch to join in the round. Chain 3 and double crochet. The chain 3 counts as a stitch. And we're going to double crochet in every stitch around for 72 stitches. And mine is like I said, it's a DK, but it's plump. So I'm having some major, not tiny at all. So crochet over my tail about 8 stitches and then cut it off. I'm not going to leave it hanging. Not that I could before, but all right. So while we're doing this beautiful Outlander themed cowl, we can also, in a couple weeks, start our knitted one. So anyone that wants to do the knitted one, that'll be coming up. So yeah, that's going to work out very well. Because I want to do overlapping cowls. But that one I am going to be creating. The pattern will be my own. And in a minute, I'll show you what I chose. I know I already showed this before. This is just the most beautiful yarn. I found it in my LYS local yarn shop, and it is a speckled gray and cream Ella Ray Cozy Alpaca Chunky. There are 3 hanks of it, so a total of 360 yards, and it is a bulky 5. So the cowl that I'll be working on is for myself, and that'll start in a couple weeks. So, all right. That is the knitted one that will start. Like I said, it's going to be about the size of a hat. Mine's stretching a little bit. I wanted to use, I went back a second time to that local yarn shop just to get that specific yarn. And it took me a minute because I was like, now wait a minute. I was here on a Friday afternoon and I'm here on a Saturday afternoon and the yarn is gone. And she closed the minute that I left on the Friday, and she opened the time that I came in on the Saturday. And I'm like, where did that yarn go? She had moved it from where it was up on a shelf after I left, and luckily I still found it, because I said to her later, I'm like, oh my gosh, I saw this yarn yesterday and I didn't get it, and I came back today to get it and you had moved it. And she's like, oh yeah, I remember doing that. And I thought you had left. And she said, well, I had a few more minutes. And she had moved that. So what we're doing is, if you are new and you didn't hear what we're doing is, we're doing an Outlander cowl theme. I'm using my Outlander yarn from last year's subscription. 3 skeins of it, of 280 yards each. It is a hand-dyed wool, superwash wool, and the colorways are themed from the Outlander Club. I'm using the which one did I say this one was? Fraser's Ridge. It is a green colorway, and we chained with a J hook 72 slips, chains, 72 chains, and we're joining in the round, chaining 3 for the first row, and do 72 double crochets in your chain. So you're basically going to have what appears to be the beginning of a hat. But it is a cowl. And all right, let's see what's going on now. All right, it's time. Miss Deb, would you please mark the chat for our Let's Make a Yarn Deal? If you are new here, you do have to have a United States address to play. You do follow in between the marks. My wonderful friend Deb marks the chat like she just did. You will put in your favorite color and weight of yarn. After she gives me a winner, I will go and try and find something in Christie's closet to offer up as today's D-stash. Now, that doesn't mean that I want to give it away, but I will definitely try and make it fun for everyone. And after you do win, I give many choices of what to do. And then you do need to also send me a message. Now, something happened here. I believe I got tangled up in my Yep, I got tangled up in my outside and my inside. So, what the heck is going on? Might not be able to get this out. But then again, it is very like I was walking around the room, what is staticky in here. I got it out. I was walking around the room and I touched the light switch and it gave me a shock. I'm like, what the heck? And the people that have been here and played this game, you can tell. You can tell who's been here and who hasn't, because people have put in all kinds of crazy choices in this game. I love reading them. Yeah, what fun. What fun. Think I'm going to have to count these. I don't think your 72 stitches means a lot at the beginning, but it will when we start the flower pattern. There's a flower pattern that you're going to be following that is definitely Outlander themed, right? And make sure you didn't twist. You don't want your cowl to have a twist in it. Unless we get to the end and you decide then you want to put a twist in it, because you could. Deb has now closed up the entries to the Let's Make a Yarn deal, and she's going to go off and find me a winner. And I love this game. I love it. I have been doing it for a while now. I'm coming around to the end of my row 1. And I think I have 72. Now, at that end, I'm going to go ahead and count it while we're waiting for Deb. Yep, there's a flower pattern in this pattern. So I picked it just because of those flowers. Looks like little daisies. Uh-huh. All right, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, I have 72. All right. That is counting your chain 3. It says to go ahead and slip stitch to the top of your chain 3 and end that row. So row number 1 is done. Woohoo! Chain 3 for row 2. Double crochet into the next stitch and in each stitch across. Now, this first section is very easy. So what we're going to end up with is 10 rows of this double crochet. 10 rows of this. You're working in the round. It is very easy. Now, if we adapt to this, we're going to end up with 3 colors. And what I'll have to do is I'll have to weigh my yarns to try to figure out if we have enough to to do a fourth section in like, you know, I don't want to, I don't, I know what it's supposed to do so far. And I'm thinking if I had 4 sections and just repeat one, but I don't know yet. I don't know how it's going to work out, but we will. Okay, who is the winner? Are you kidding me? Joanne won. Seriously? I think that's what they're telling me. And you're all like, "Oh, this is a one person today winner." Number 3, variegated. Okay, variegated. Shall I get her green, guys? Number 3, variegated. Oh, I don't mind giving away variegated yarn at all. It is kind of hard sometimes to pick, you know, lucky days. So you are you telling me you don't have a spot on what is it? A Super Bowl pool anywhere? You don't have a spot, a box, a square? I do. I just don't know what the numbers are. Uh-huh. All right, let me get up and find some. Number 3, variegated. Okay, I'll be back. Hang on a second. Let me look around. Oh, I don't know, Joanne. I got to pick something special due to the fact that well, I always pick something special, so that's not. All right. Let me see here. We got this. Salads. Of course we do. Oh, what's this? What is this? What is this? Oh, wonder if that's considered variegated. I don't know. I don't think it is. You know everything's got to fall when you start pulling it off the shelf, right? Yeah. What did I get? She's got me now because I don't know if it's considered variegated. Should go totally on the opposite spectrum of the green, right? Totally. Yeah. Oh. No, I'm digging in this bag, and I think I had 3 of something. You think I could get the third one up here on the top? Heck no. Okay, I got it now. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right, I'm coming. You doing your 10 rows of, or whatever? Yeah, 10 rows of double crochet. All right, I have something, Joanne. I do. I just hope it's 3. um, yes, no, maybe. The heck, you can't see these labels very well. Uh, Cheapers, creepers. I want to give her a chance at this, though. I really do. Really, really. Okay, so we have, and she might say, no, 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 no. Okay, it's a 3. It's a 3. I'm in. I'm in. I got it. All right, so today's person is not a color, right? She didn't give me a color. Did she give me a color? Oh, I hope not, because I picked it out already. So too bad. uh, where is, okay, we're going to go back to, the old, very old Outlander themed dragonfly. Here we go. That is a teal color dragonfly. I'm putting it on this yarn, so I'm showing that first. It's a delay of game. All right, here we go. We have some of this 3 light Colorina, 80% acrylic, 20% wool. Bam. Can you see that? All right, this is awesome. It is awesome. Let's see, what does it say? 80, like I said, 80% acrylic, 20% wool, 218 yards, 3 light. Ooh. Do we have a color on these babies or no? They give me the color lot number 3930, color 11. Oh, oh. What do you think, Joanne? What do you think? You would rather trade this for something in the basket? Let's make a yarn deal. And of course, don't forget, we have one of these Outlander. This is orange. It's orange. Not all orange, but darn, it is gorgeous, right? Yeah, the quarterbacks are what we watch the game for, right? And the tight ends. All righty. So what do you think? What do you think? Joanne, where did you go? Cynthia likes that. Oh, yeah, the commercials used to be awesome, but they're not as good anymore. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Granny D loves that orange. I did that on purpose. I went from one spectrum to the other just for Joanne. Okay, so she wants the yarn. I'm going to be sending this out here. This will be sent out tomorrow, most likely. Thanks for playing the game, Joanne. So your homework for today will be finding 3 yarns that go together, like 3 blues, 3 greens, and starting out the cowl with chaining of 72 stitches. And I dropped that sucker right on the floor. I'm telling you, pick up this little thing and whoop on the floor. Crochet, or yeah, it's crochet. Hello. So you will chain 72, slip stitch in the round. Make sure your chain's flat. Chain 3 and double crochet in each chain around for 72 stitches, and join with the slip stitch in the top of your chain 3 for round 1, And then round 2, double crochet in every stitch around. Your chain 3 counts as a stitch for 72. Then repeat row 2 until you have 10 rows. So your 3 through 10 are all the same. 1 through 10 are pretty much all the same. You will be doing this cowl in a tube. Okay, I didn't mean anything. Oh, I got myself in trouble, obviously. Okay. So, what there is a mom that has a kid on both teams, right? She has a son on one team, plays for the Kansas City Chiefs, and she has a son on the other team, plays for the Eagles. Now, how the heck does that accidentally happen? You have to earn your way to the Super Bowl. And for that to be, she has a shirt that has one on one side and one on the other. And they took a picture of her. So that must be great for her. But you want them both to win. Yeah. But you still get a ring, I think, don't you? Just for being there. So they each would get a Super Bowl ring anyway. I'm going to tell you right now that I am going to be rooting for the Cowboys. Oh, they're not playing? Well, then I don't care who wins. I like the food too. Yeah, the food is good on Super Bowl Sunday. Pretty much no matter what you do, you end up having a good feast. Oh yeah, another one too is Marley Bird always has a make along on Super Bowl Sunday, I believe, and she calls it quarter. You give out the sections in quarters or something, and she has a knit pattern and a crochet pattern that she does. And yeah, Marley Bird. So she's probably already started. I'm not sure, but she probably did. Yeah. So I'm not going to give this free pattern out right now. I want to study it over. I want to make sure that the adaptation to it to 3 skeins and 3 colors is going to be okay. It's just the way I want to do it. So if you're making it and you want to post your photos, I will try and get a post up today sometime. And I'm hoping that all of you will post in there, because I am going to next Sunday draw a winner, a random winner from anyone who posts in that progress photos page post. That'll be on the Facebook group. And so it'll only be, 10 rows, but it will show what color yarns. And I want to see everybody's color yarns. That's important to me. Bev says she's using 10 thread this time. Is really? Oh, okay. Well, I'm not doing it. I'm doing my own. That's all right. Anybody else want to win a spot in the bracket board or something out of the basket? I'm going to ask Deb to please mark the chat again, and we'll go ahead and do that now. You can pick a number off the bracket board if you know what's available. If not, I'll tell you when it comes time. It's telling me that this is a section. This 10 row is a section. I'm talking to Frida. So I am going to tell you that what we're going to do is we're going to do this 10 row section. We're going to do it 3 times throughout in the different colors. And then we're going to do another section with the flowers 3 times, but we're going to alternate color. So every time you do it. So that's why I think we're probably going, you and I will probably do 3 sections alternating rather than 4 colors of the, okay? So that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to do this, then I'm going to do a flower pattern. Then I'm going to go back and change every time we change color. And so I think it's going to be okay. I think you're going to have enough yarn. Like I said, it's trial and error, of course. I hate to go ahead. I want to do it with you. So that I don't want to tell you too much because you could figure out what the pattern is. Oh, okay. No, I don't know. I wouldn't do that. Oh, the multiple. Oh, okay. All right. Let me see. Does it give you the multiple? Mm-hmm. It does not. I don't know if I can. I didn't read ahead that far. So, well, Linda, you can't be sure because there's the in section 2 there's a flower pattern and I did not try it. I'll tell you what though. I wonder if I could do that. If I could do a row of the flower pattern, I might be able to find out the multiples then. And then put it in the post when I post it for you. How's that? That's what I'll do. I will do that. I will do a row of the flower pattern next off camera, and then I will put it in to the post when I post it for you to put your entries in for next week. So what? Oh yeah, next week I have a set of 2 red for February for Valentine's colors. For anybody whoever wins in the drawing for this cowl for the random draw. And they are tiny dragonflies. So they are red. Look at that. They look a lot like an angel, but it is a little tiny dragonfly, and I made them special for this cowl along. Cowl along. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'll be giving away those to the random person. Or they could trade it in for whatever they want behind me. Off, the bracket board out of oh try it's not there is no chart. It, it's not. I just don't want it, but I'll give you. She wants to know if there's a multiple because if she makes it wider, there's. This is done in a tube, so when you get to the end of all of the colors, you're going to sew the end to the beginning, and that's where so you do it in a tube, and then at the end you're going to sew it together. Does that make any sense? Yeah, it does to me. Okay, Becky Capwell. She wants a spot on the bracket board. All right. Well, what number bracket, Becky? Congratulations, by the way. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, we've got 1 through 3, 5 through 7, 9 through 12, 14, 15, 17. Oh, no, sorry, 18, 20, 21, 25, 28, and 29. How's that? I'm sorry. I should have known. Number 9, it is. Let's see. Number 9 is against anybody. No, it's not. All right, Becky, that's yours. All right. I can't believe no one won anything out of the basket today. I like doing that. All right. All right. I'm going to go take a moment out of each day, be creative, and I will post a post for that. All right. Yep. Yep. Oh. Well, I'll tell you what. Kevin Costner's pretty hot. How's that, Lori? Gotcha. And Rip Wheeler is, I don't even know his name off the top of my head, but I will think that you know. So I'm going to be watching 1923 tonight sometime or another. Take care, everyone. I hope you're enjoying the new Cal. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.